Today's math paper is page 25, 26. We also are going to have to do page 23, 24 because I'm not sending it home with you for homework since you already have language test to study for, history quiz to study for, and the spelling test, if you didn't make 100 on the pre-test, to study for. Okay, let's review the posters that we've been doing for place value. So eyes up here on the poster. First of all, we learned that 10 ones equals 110. So these are counted by ones, and 10 of these make 1 10 stick. We learned that 10 tens equals 100. So every time you see these sticks, those are 10 sticks. So you would count them by tens. Eyes up here, please. And this is the 100 square. So when you see those, you know you count by hundreds. All right? Then we learned that 10 hundredths equals 1,000. Okay, I have said to please look here. So please look here. Today we're going to add, these are 1,000 cubes, we're going to say that 10 thousands, 10 1,000s equals 1 10,000. All right, so let's now look at the number line. Okay, so starting on the right, eyes up here. This is the ones, this is the tens, this is the hundreds. Then notice they repeat these letters, but it's because this is the 1,000s, this is the 10,000s, and this is the 100,000s, which we haven't actually gotten there yet, but we will. Okay, but I was just going to go and tell you all these are the same, but that's why they repeat. Ones, tens, hundreds, 1,000s, 10,000s, 100,000s. 10,000s is where we are now. Notice when you say that word thousands, that's where you put the comma. So if you see two numbers before the comma, you know you're into the 10,000s. The first one in front of the comma is the 1,000s. The second one is the 10,000s. All right, so looking at your papers, that's the first thing you should see on your paper is you should see where you're having to write what we had on this poster. Everybody, you're going to write 10, and they already have the word 1,000s, equals 1 10,000. And they already have it written for you, but you should fill in a 10 there. Okay, did everybody do that? All right, now I'm going to hold up this chart so that we can think it through. All right, the first one they want to do, they have 3 numbers underneath some words. They tell you to underline, or not underline, I'm sorry, circle the number with the correct place value. So which one has a 7 in the 1,000s? Raise your hand. Which one of those has a 7 in the 1,000s place? Olivia.
The third one.
The third one. Let's all read that number. That number is 17,564. Let's say together. Some of you were ahead of others, okay? So let's try to say together. 17,564. Very good. That is the one that has a 7 in the 1,000s place. Yes?
Do we circle the whole thing?
Yes, you need to circle the whole entire number, not just the 7. If you want, you could underline the 7, but circle the whole number, not just the 7. Yes, Adam?
You skipped the one up top.
No, I didn't, Adam. You just weren't paying attention. I told you. I even picked up the chart again and said that you need to write the 10, where it says 10, 1,000s equals 1 10,000. Please pay attention, okay? All right, now let's go on to the next one. This time you're going to circle the number that has a 6 in the hundreds. Tess.
The first one.
The first one. So circle that whole first number, and everybody say that number. It is 40,691. Good job staying together that time. All right, what about the last one in that row, the 3 in the 10,000s? Zeke?
The last one.
Very good, the last one. So circle that last one, and everybody, let's read that number. 32,425. All right, the next thing we're going to be doing is greater than, less than, or equal to. How about you new students? Are you guys familiar with it?
Yeah.
All right, so you remember that you are gobbling up, so it's like a bird's beak or an alligator's mouth, and whichever way it's open is gobbling that one up, and it wants to gobble up which one? The bigger one. So that one is called greater than, this one is called less than, because the bigger side is on this side, so it's called greater than. And this one, the lesser side is on the side, so that's why that one's less than. So we're gonna say greater than, less than, and you guys already know equal, okay? All right, so looking at the numbers, so we're gonna do this. We're going to put in the right sign, so we're gonna read both numbers. The first number is 9,107, right? The second number is 9,001. Well, they both have 9,000. So can you look there?
No.
No, because they're both the same. So you look at the hundreds and you see which one's bigger? 9,107. Very good. So gobble that one up. So that means you're going to use the greater than sign. Okay. You need to just think of it as a mouth that's going to gobble up the bigger number. I don't know if you want to say facing, because some people think this means to be facing the bigger number. So facing it is not really what I want to say. Yes, that's what we were talking about, the alligator or the bird, because you could be a bird's beak, gobbling up the bigger number. So it might gobble up the number in the back, and then it would be this number is less than that number. Yes, quickly. We need to go on. Okay, well, we're just going to go across. We're going to do it all together. Everybody together, okay? All right, the next one is 7,400. Everybody read it with me, please. 7,428 and 7,482. So if you look at it, you see they both have 7,000 and they both have 400. So this time you had to go all the way to the tens column, and which one was bigger? 7,482. So you're gobbling up the one in the back. So you're going to put this one. So you're really saying that 7,428 is less than 7,482. So make sure you put this one. And don't forget that we're going across. Because if you're going down, you may be putting the wrong thing. All right, let's say the next numbers. The next numbers are 6,134 and 4,969. That one's easy. All you have to do is look at the thousands. And you already know that 6,000 is greater than 4,000. So gobble up that 6,000. So you should be putting this one, saying that 6,134 is greater than 4,969. Next row, we're going to go into the 10,000s this time. Let's read them together. 58,370 and 58,376. All right, so the 10,000s was the same, the 1,000s was the same, the hundreds were the same, the tens were the same, so you had to go all the way to the ones to figure out that they were not the same. So you're going to gobble up which one?
58,376.
Very good, 58,376. So you would be using this one, saying that 58,370 is less than 58,376. All right, the next one, let's just say the number.
10,001.
10,001, and they both say 10,001. So this is the first time we get to put the equal. I wouldn't call anybody for something easy like that. You guys get to do the harder ones. Yeah, you're going to say equal, so because that's what we're supposed to be putting, greater than, less than, or equal to. All right, let's look at the next one. The next one is 13,965 and 19,395. Okay, they both have the same number in the 10,000, so you look at the 1,000s and you see a 3 and you see a 9. Gobble up the one with the 9. All right, so you should be putting the less than sign again. 13,000 something is less than 19,000 something. Yes.
Also, the 13 is smaller than the 19 at the beginning.
Yes. So we could have looked at it that way, and I started to look at it that way, but then I wanted to make sure everybody was thinking it through, the process. Now, what do you see on the next problem?
40,000 plus 5,000
Yes, that is what I was getting at. Some of you were saying 40,000 plus 5,000 plus, and you're reading the whole thing. I wanted you to tell me to use the expanded form. Is the other side expanded form?
No.
No.
Standard.
What do I want you to do to the expanded form? What do you think? Maya?
Turn it into standard.
Yes, so above that one where they wrote 40,000 plus 5,000 plus 600 plus 70 plus 3, above that, you need to write it in standard. So you're comparing standard to standard. So every single time, even on homework papers, Owen, are you paying attention? Because I noticed on your homework paper, you were not doing what I told you to do in class one day recently. So I don't know if you weren't paying attention in class and didn't know, or you just decided to do your own thing, but you need to be doing what I'm teaching. So above that standard form, which says 40,000 plus 5,000, what's the next thing it says? Plus 600?
Yeah.
Plus
70 plus 3.
Plus 3? You need to put it together. So you would put what? 4, 5. Don't put the comma yet because you got to put the 40 and the 5 together first. 40,000 and 5,000 is 45,000. Then you put the comma. Then you put 6, 7, 3. You need to write that right above so that you're comparing standard to standard. Everyone needs to do that. If you do not do that, it would be points taken off. Because I'm telling you, every time that they're having you compare two numbers, and one of them is in expanded form, or both of them are in expanded form, you need to change it to standard first. All right? Now that we've done that, what do we need to put in the middle? Ben? Equal, because on the other side, that's what it says, 45,673. So now you can easily see that they are equal. Where when they were, one was expanded and one was standard, it was a little bit harder to tell. And by the way, before I made my class start doing this, I would have people get that one wrong. Okay? So that way you can visualize it. Same thing with the word form on the next one. You need to write above it what that number is. So let's read the word form of it and go ahead and be writing it as we read it. So go ahead and write 69,000. So 69 comma. Every time you say that word thousand, you should think with the word comma. 57. Ooh, that's only two numbers. What are we going to do?
You put a 0 in.
Yes, you need to put a 0 in that hundred spot because you didn't say any hundreds. So you would put 0 and then put, say it, 57. So you should have 057 after the 69,000. Then you should have 0 for the hundreds, 57. Look at the other side. What is the other side? 84,000. All right, 69,000, 84,000. Which one's bigger?
84,000.
Gobble it up. So again, you're putting a less than sign. All right, the next thing is just taking word form 2 times and then expanded form 1 time and changing it. So let's read that word form. Everybody together? 56,000. So go ahead. No, let's stop because we've got to think it through. We've got to write 56 and then put a comma. So 56 and a comma and then 891. Right. You guys can say it with me. I just wanted you to stop and think through the fact that you needed a comma. Because some of you need to be trained to put that comma. All right, the next one, read it with me. 14,000. So you're going to put 14 and then put a comma. Guys, you can write it on the end. Guys, on these, there is a line for your answer. You don't have to write it above it. It was just when we were doing the greater than, less than, or equal to that you had to put it above it. These actually have a line on the end for your answer. These actually have a line on the end. Guys, look at me, please. Some of you are writing it above it still. That was what we had to do when we were doing greater than, less than, or equal to. These, number 13, 14, and 15, have a line for your answer down here at the end. Please put it down there. All right, so 14,000, you put 14 comma, and then you're going to put 267. Is Olivia the only one that's with me? Why is Olivia the only one that's answering? Everyone should be talking. I want to hear your voices. All right, now let's take the expanded form and put it together. We have 90,000 and we have 6,000. What are you going to do with that? Very good. 96,000. So that means you're going to do 96 comma. No, say comma. Because when you hear that word thousand, it means you put comma. You're going to put 96 comma. That's what I want you to say. And then we need to put 32. Ooh, another one. 0 in the hundreds. 0 in the hundreds, because there is no hundreds there. They said 30 and 2. 30 plus 2, that means no hundreds. So put a 0 again in the hundreds. All right, the next thing you're going to do is take the standard form and turn it in to expanded form. So I'm going to do this one with you. Okay, the first number, let's read the number. 19,742. Eric, you're doing it ahead of me, and I don't think you're doing it right, so you need to be paying attention. Please watch as we do it on the board, okay? So what is that 1?
10,000.
That 1 should be 10,000, so you would do a 10, and then do a comma, and then you need 3 zeros. Just say 3 zeros. All right, then you add to that, what was in the 1,000s column? A 9. So now you're going to put 9,000. 9, comma, 0, 0, 0, plus
700.
700. So this time you only want 2 zeros, plus
40.
So 40 plus
2.
2. Excellent. All right, the next one is 37,581. So let's start with that 3. That 3 is? No, it is not 3,000. It is 30,000 because we're saying 37,000. So that 3 is 30,000. So you put 30, comma, and then 3 more zeros. 30, comma, and 3 more zeros. 30 what thousand?
7,000.
So what are we going to put next?
7, 0, 0, 0.
Is everyone with me? All right, what's next? How many hundreds?
5.
So put 500 plus, how many tens?
80.
80, 8 tens plus
1.
1, 1. All right, paper over. Again, we're going to do greater than, less than, or equal to. So looking at the first one on the back, we have 4,000. Read them with me, please. 4,785 and 7,486. I'm sorry. And which one's bigger? The 7,000. 7,000 is bigger than 4,700. Gobble it up. Therefore, you should have done less than. Going across to number 2. Number 2, read it with me. 2,176, 6,241. Which one's bigger?
6,000.
6,000. So gobble that one up. And again, we're using less than. All right, read the next one. 80,000 versus 18,999. Which one's bigger?
80,000.
80,000. 80 is much bigger than 18. Stop talking out. Owen? Why are you even looking at him and talking to him? Turn around. Even if he had the answer wrong, it's not your place to do anything about it. Okay? All right, so 80,000 is bigger. You should be gobbling up the 80,000. That's time you're putting the greater than sign. 80,000 would be greater than 18,999. Next one, number 4. Read them with me. 56,715. 56,715. 642. All right, your 10,000s are the same, your 1,000s are the same, so you've got to look to the hundreds. Which hundreds is bigger? Go 7 in the hundreds, so gobble that one up. And again, you should be doing the greater than. Going across, read the next one. 18,711. 18,711. Equal, very good. Moving on. Next. 13,965. 19,395. Which one's bigger? 19,000. So you should be using the less than sign, gobbling up the 19,000 one. The last one is expanded form. So what do you have to do? Write standard form above it. So let's read it. It says 10,000 plus 4,000 plus 600 plus 90 plus 3. So what are we going to do first? 14. Very good. The 10,000 and the 4,000 makes 14,000. How many hundreds? 600? 92. All right, now you look at the other side, and the other side says 2,700. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. 21,871. I was looking at the next one. So which one's bigger? 14,000 or 21,000? 21,000. So you are gobbling that one up. Again, you would be using the less than sign. All right, the last one is word form. So we need to make that word form written as standard form. So what does it say? 6,743. So above the words, you need to write 6, 700. What else? 43. Which one's bigger? The one you just wrote. So gobble that up, and this time it is greater than. 6,743 is greater than 2,743. All right, now we're going to change standard form to expanded form. Raise your hand if you still do not understand what we're doing here. So do I need to write it on the board? Okay, so I'm just going to talk it through. All right, the first one is 1,647. So the first thing you need to write is 1,000. 1,000. Wake up. What's next? 600. So put plus 600. 1,000 plus 600 plus 40 plus 7. Now for the one we learned today, because it's in the 10,000s, let's read the number. 23,895. So what do you need to write first? 20,000. I'm going to write this one since it's what we just learned today. So first you write 20,000. 20, comma, 3 zeros after that. Plus, what was the next? 3,000. Was it 3,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. 23,000. So now you're going to write 3,000. 3, comma, 0, 0, 0. How many hundreds?
8.
So put 800. How many tens?
5.
5 tens. So put 50. Is that right?
No, it's 9.
9. 125, honey. You're so quick on the draw. So I listen to you. Everybody else should be quick on the draw. Where's everybody else? And the last one is how many ones?
5.
5 ones. All right, 5 ones. All right, now you're moving on where they have word form and you have to write it as standard form. Okay, so let's read the words first. 9,433. So you're going to write 9, comma, very good. How many hundreds? 433. 9, comma, 433. All right, now let's read the next one. 71,200. So you're going to start with 71, comma, 200. Very good. And the last one is expanded form. We need to put it back together. So let's read the expanded form out. 6,000 plus 700 plus 90 plus 8. So write it as 6, comma, 798. All right, now we're doing what we did on the front, okay? So tell me the number that has 5. Is that a 5? I can't repeat it.
Yes.
A 5 in the hundreds. Raise your hand. Landon.
The second one.
The second one, very good. A 5 in the hundreds. Read that one. Everybody. 3,582. All right, which one has a 3 in the 1,000s? A 3 in the 1,000s. Abby. The third one. Let's read that one. 43,000. Which one has a 8? Is that what it says?
Yes.
An 8 in the 10,000s. Eric?
800
No, just tell me the first one, the second one, or the third one.
first.
The first one. Everybody read that one? 85,617. All right, the last thing you're going to do is 10 more and 10 less, and then 100 more and 100 less on the other side. If you need help, I will walk around, and I will also be giving you second paper. So raise your hand if you need help on that